Don't forget to like and subscribe!
That was amazing. Paimon couldn't take her eyes off you.
So any further issues with the venue? Yeah, it seems like everything's fine.
No, nothing major. Give it a few days, and we should be able to conduct the trials.
Okay, great.
Help me! You're from the Flower Feather clan, right? Please, come quick, you've got to help us!
Catch your breath first. What's the situation?
We got attacked by a Kukasaur. My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting. Please, I'm begging you, save them!
Oh, isn't this the merchant that the one elder was going to see?
Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups of people unprovoked?
Not in my experience, but there are exceptions to every rule. Let's go check it out.
Alright. Yeah, this might be the,
Ouch!
the merchants.
I've never seen such an aggressive Kukusaur.
Yeah, here's Alpa, I think her name is.
Chasca? Traveler? This is a surprise.
Elder Alpa? Huh. So, where's this aggressive Kukusaur we've heard about?
I'm sure Alpa took care
Already
of it.
flew away.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like it backed off once it realized that reinforcements were coming.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place? Was it after the food?
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Ah! Thank goodness! The phlogiston wings are intact!
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue. These phlogiston wings are our most prized goods. If anything happened to them, it would ruin us.
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us? Wormy told me about you.
Yeah, that's us. So I take it you're Elder Alpa?
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey, not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring you back to our tribe to rest. We can talk business after you've recovered.
But Elder Alpa, what about the Kukasaur attack?
Yeah, and apparently phlogiston wings aren't a thing.
Well, our guests here weren't seriously injured, and their goods are intact. Perhaps that Kukusaur was just having a bad day. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going? Is everything in order over at the arena?
Everything's on track, yeah. The trials are able to start.
Huh? Did you say flying trials? What a coincidence! Sounds like a perfect use case for our phlogiston wings. You'll be pleasantly surprised by what they can do.
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukasaur attack for now. We have some serious business to discuss.
Huh?
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we'd better get going. Huh? Chasca?
What are you looking at?
A blood-stained feather.
The incident is forgotten about and peace returns to the Flower Feather clan. Okay.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new flying trials by now. Let's go check it out.
Alright, let's go.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. You came.
Yep, and
Well,
it looks
yeah.
like we made it just in time. Although, can't say the same for the Kukusaurs. Bit of a low turnout, huh?
Yeah, you'll see why soon enough.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, fly!
They got jetpacks? That's pretty dope.
We're really flying! feel light as a feather. I'm flying without a Kukasaur.
These phlogiston wings are awesome.
They're little jetpacks.
What the? What's going on? Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did they fly all on their own?
What happened while we were
The
gone?
merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called phlogiston wings. It's a flying machine worn on the back. To operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow of gaseous phlogiston.
Oh, that's what those
That's
things are
incredible.
holding.
Yeah. If our tribe, well, if Natlan mass adopted this technology, it would revolutionize our mobility and responsiveness in times of crisis.
Yeah, but at what
Just
cost?
think of the countless tragedies that could be averted.
I feel like I'm dreaming. Did I really just fly on my own without the help of a Kukasaur?
You'd better believe it. Plus, you just passed the flying trial. Right, Elder Alba?
Yeah, I don't know if she's okay with the technology.
Elder Alpa?
Should this really count as a pass if we did the trial using phlogiston wings?
Yeah, I think that's what Alpa is thinking.
Why not? The scoring rubric is about flying performance. It doesn't specifically say you have to ride a Kukasaur, does it?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, even Chasca had to ride a Kukasaur in a trial, right? And the whole point of the trial is to test both your flying technique and your ability to work with a Saurian companion.
Yeah, that's kind of hand in hand, right?
Well, if we can fly by ourselves, maybe we don't need to test the ladder anymore.
Chasca, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
It's a good invention. The sooner it's widely adopted, the better. It's an unknown quantity. You should use it with caution. Yeah, let's see if there's anything like bad with it first.
Right? That's what I think too.
I agree that they have strategic value, but I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing standards if they're using phlogiston wings.
Why? Shunan finally mustered the courage to go through with this. And now you're saying it doesn't count?
I mean, they can still hold the trial. Like, you
We don't have
still have
any
your
experience
chance.
using these wings in battle, nor is it immediately obvious how to incorporate them into the existing systems in our tribe. Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then we can develop a new trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates using the phlogiston wings.
You all raise valid points. But Chasca, while your proposal sounds perfectly reasonable, it would probably take years to put it into practice. We lost so many people in that war. These phlogiston wings could be exactly what we need to strengthen our forces and boost morale in this trying time. And as for real-world battle experience, there will be plenty of opportunities to gain that. I have high hopes for you, Junon.
Hey, stop staring into space! Say thank you! Oh,
Right.
thank you. Thank you, Elder Alpa.
You have nothing to thank me for. Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on yourself.
Oh, Elder Alba! Bad news! Kukasaurs are attacking the merchants again!
Oh my goodness.
Again? Okay, everyone, stay put while I...
Huh? Chasca?
You know what it might be? Oh, Act 3. Yeah. Act 2 just
Why did
ended.
Chasca rush off like that? And then Elder Alpha and the others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
That specific Kukusaur might be Chasca's mom, right? Since it had like the bloodstain feather. Or at least that's what I'm guessing.
Oh, it's back! It found us again!
Run! Get out of here! Curses. She's really riled up this time. Hey! Stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings!
Yeah,
Get
probably
back
not.
here and let's fight!
Stop! All of you!
Chasca! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing! What's going on? Why isn't she doing anything?
Yeah, it has to be the mom, right?
So it really is you. Sister.
Oh, never mind. Sister. Got
Wait.
it.
Sister? That Kukusaur is Chasca's sister?
Koya, wait!
Is Chasca gonna be okay? Should we go check on her?
I mean, there's one way to find out.
Chasca, are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry.
You're not going to keep following her?
No point. She's an expert at hiding her tracks. Once she's shaken you off, you'll never catch up to her. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide-and-seek when we were kids.
When you were kids?
Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukusaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. Her name's Koya, and she's my big sister. We played together all the time, chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. It felt like it would go on that way forever. Until the day I was sent back to live with the humans. Not all Kukusaurs are friendly towards people. Koya, for instance, she's fine with me because we grew up around each other, but she's not fond of other humans. When Mom decided to send me away, Koya strongly protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
It's a possibility, but
Yeah, that's
in
not
any
gonna make
case,
sense right now.
we still stayed best friends at first. I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe. So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off into the wild and vent to Koya.
Oh, that's why you ran away to go back to your Saurian
So
companion.
that's what Uncle Cusco
Yeah.
was talking about. He said you seemed to prefer hanging out with Saurians to your own kind back then.
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. With a new mom and dad, a new tribe, and Koichi, I started getting curious about these humans and made an effort to understand their behavior. The more time I spent with them, the less I spent with Koya. And then, one day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest. She sought me out and asked if I was willing to leave the tribe and go live in the wilderness with her.
Oh.
As far as I can remember, that was the first time she ever approached a human settlement on purpose.
So, how did you answer her?
I mean, obviously she said no, right?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes.
Right. In other words, you turned her down.
No, I was torn. On the one hand, I'd already made up my mind to embrace my new family and accept my human identity. But I also knew that Koya wasn't a fan of humans, and I didn't want to disappoint her. She took my hesitation as an answer. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. We hadn't seen each other since, well, until today.
Okay, because I was about to say you could have just kept in contact, but if she flew off with a fit.
Not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Koya had already asked Mom not to tell me where she'd moved to.
You would think that the mom would tell Chasca anyway, since they are sisters.
It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue. And I didn't go looking for her.
But after today's events...
If things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find her before anyone else, even if she doesn't want to see me. For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe, and see what Mutota and Elder Alba have in mind.
After attending to the wounded... okay.
I hear there's been another Kukusaur attack.
Ha! I knew it! They're wild animals, and they can't be trusted.
Relax.
Hey, show a little respect. The Kukusaurs are our partners.
Maybe in the flying squad, but they don't give a hoot about the rest of us.
Well, now that we have the phlogiston wings, do we even need the Kukasaurs anymore?
Are you kidding? How are we supposed to protect our tribe without them?
I didn't mean it like that.
Huh? Protect our tribe? Or are you just scared that your precious flying squad will lose its prestigious position?
I don't think that's it.
Take that back!
Things are changing so quickly.
Yeah, overnight, basically.
Chasca,
Jesus.
there's a conflict emerging there. Aren't you going to nip it in the bud?
The whole tribe's talking about this now. Breaking up a single fight won't solve anything. The real source of conflict here is the phlogiston wings. And what happened with Koya.
On any other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaurs and humans are no more common than those between people.
Right, because I think Kanish hunts Saurians that attack people,
But now
so...
that the phlogiston wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
Well, I don't know how well they tame the Kukusaurs, but they have a, what is it? An agreement that's like another part of like more creatures to defend the clan and Natlin when it comes down to it.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of the Saurians nearly destroyed the peace forged by the Pyro Archon, Chasca. To prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to task you with restoring peace to the tribe.
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for Natlan, and the Flower Feather clan has no right to ask more of you. But,
you say, say no more, I'm in. Chasca is my friend, the Flower Feather tribe are, okay, yeah, let's go with that.
looks like I was making a mountain out of a molehill.
And don't forget about Paimon. Just leave this to us.
This whole situation has unfolded so quickly that it's put us on a back foot. To tell the truth, it makes me a little suspicious.
You think someone might have orchestrated all this?
That's a big plan if they did. I don't even know how they would do that. Maybe put, sow the seeds of conflict beforehand, then introduce the phlogiston wings and just let it spark.
It's possible. Leave it with me. I'll look into it.
That's
Also,
probably
Chasca,
what's going to happen, right?
Could you try to keep a low profile while you're out there digging around? We don't want to give our hand away.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
I'm assuming... what was it? The Kukusaur, right?
All
The
began
sister?
with Koya's attacks.
Yeah.
If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us something to work with.
But will she even talk to us? Yeah,
Unlikely.
right, really.
Given how she reacted when I showed up, I don't think she's forgiven me. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. Let's go see my mom.
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Seems like it, but there's no one here, though.
When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Koya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair.
That sounds really dangerous.
Or sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, she'd throw me up onto that platform. After we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater heights.
Stop! You're gonna give Paimon a heart attack!
Oh, really? I just thought it made a fun story.
I liked it.
And I'll share more with you when there's time. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. My last visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. These are the Traveler and Paimon. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
I see. It looks like the mom's, okay with humans, maybe?
Hi.
So you understand Saurian language?
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Koya, since I spent my formative years with them. Even then, it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10, anyway.
Hey, those are good odds. We like
As
them.
for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Call it the family bond, I guess. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Koya might be in some trouble.
Chasca explains the situation to Chimpu through
I know she's never
series
been
of
a fan of
events.
humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind this sudden change?
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya hasn't visited her in a long time.
Oh shit, she hasn't visited anybody.
Could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? I really need to talk to her. If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then the next time there's an incident, I don't know if I'll make it there in time.
What did she say?
She said she'll take us there. Thank
Okay,
you,
great.
Mom.
This is a really remote location.
Yeah, this is
Guess
in the
she was
middle of
trying to get as far
nowhere.
away from humans as possible.
Yeah, consider it successful.
We stay here? Okay. Got it. Traveler. Paimon. Mom says we should stay out of sight for now. She'll talk to Koya first. Koya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
Got it. Well, worse for us, not necessarily you. I think you get a pass, sort of.
Any idea what they're saying?
Sounds like things are more complicated than I imagined.
That's not, well, can never be easy,
There's
can it?
evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack.
Oh my god. I'm on, yeah.
No,
Wait, what? What's up?
it's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped her.
Hey, yo, what?
They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
What the heck? Who would do such a thing?
Yeah, that's jacked
I
up.
searched day and night, and finally found them.
When she says them, does she mean...
Oh, yeah! Tafal's contraption is working like a charm! Got her in one!
Hey, there's another one! Wait, is that the one that got away last time?
Who cares? Just get them all. T'Pol pays us per catch.
We're gonna murder them, right? Yes, thank you. Awesome. Hell yeah, I would do the same shit.
Chasca? How do you get here?
Yeah, you messed
Quick,
up, bro.
stop her!
You messed up big time.
Don't you even think about running away!
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, Phlogiston Wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
That's not
This
good.
is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured. And if that thing explodes right next to them...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Oh, that's good. Okay, great. Anemo. Yeah.
It's still going, and it's getting worse.
Guess we need a more permanent solution. All right then.
Traveler, you got some... That works too. That was my thought, but I wasn't sure if it could move or not. Chasca throws the malfunctioning trackball into the distance. Moments later, explosion. Got it.
That was too close. I thought I was gonna die.
That can still be arranged. Oh, I like that line. We need more lines like this. Yeah. Can we
Answer
murder
us
them
honestly.
in-game?
Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am... No, it was...
You're a shitty liar.
Well, she says it was you.
If Sid wanted to deny it, we have other ways of making you talk.
Just tell me, who sent you here?
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can find. And he also said that this Kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so he needs dealing with urgently.
T'Pol? Huh. Sounds familiar. But where from?
So where is he now?
Well, he tends to send his orders in writing.
Well, at least he's a
He
smart
pretty much
one,
never
I guess.
communicates with us in person. When he does, he wears a mask to hide his face. And whenever we trade Kukasaurs for phlogiston wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those wings?
Oh. Yeah. I thought, like, they would, since it seems like he's from Fontaine.
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're imported.
Oh.
To make it harder to trace their origins.
Right. Why does he want you to catch the Kukusaurs?
I don't know, honest!
Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
Jesus, man. Chasca, dude, you're great.
No need. I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything I know.
She takes no BS. She is not, like, lighthearted like all these other NPCs are, or playable characters as well.
T'Pol doesn't tell us much, but he always stresses that he wants them alive. So that gives us some clues. This is just a best guess, of course, but we suspect that the gaseous phlogiston stored in the trackballs is drawn directly from the Kukasaurs.
What?
How? That's weird.
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous consequences, as you just witnessed.
And there's the catch. Yeah, I knew something had to be amiss.
But the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them as an intermediary, then...
That's enough. So the Kukasaurs you took, where are they now?
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based, apart from him and his henchmen. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track of them.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the sky?
I guess that means we can't go after the ringleader yet. Oh yeah, because what was it? There's like a little station really high up in the sky. Even the one guy was like, yeah, I want to know their technology to get up there.
T'Pol. I'm sure I've heard that name. Maybe it was...
Chasca, Traveler!
Oh, hello. Yeah, that's probably where they're based. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an explosion. What's going on?
Let me fill you in. You explain Topel's schemes to Alpa.
I don't believe it.
Elder Alpa, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen it written down before. Maybe in a list of candidates for the flying trials?
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe then?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather clan, I'd definitely know him.
Shall we head back to the tribe and do some investigating?
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials once. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies, so he wanted to join our flying squad.
The Children of Echoes? That's rare.
Yeah, weird.
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Kukusaur's approval. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the Children of Echoes.
Wingless, huh? Maybe he invented the phlogiston wings to get revenge on the Kukusaurs.
Well, yeah, that's kind of clear,
Perhaps.
right? Motive.
Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his regrets over his past flying endeavors.
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukusaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe. It's time for this conflict to end.
Easy, Chasca. Remember what I said about keeping a low profile? The ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with Kukusaurs is only speculation. Bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. In fact, it may even escalate the conflict further.
Maybe.
After all, many are mistrustful of the Kukusaurs after recent events.
Oh, because of Koya?
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukusaurs and slip some Mora to anyone opposed to them, but...
Okay, so he did sow the seeds of conflict. Okay.
Koya only attacked humans because they stole her child!
This is also true.
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have irrefutable evidence.
You mean we need to catch Topol himself?
Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, leave these men with me. I'll escort them back to the tribe. I'll take the other members of their crew into custody too. They won't get another chance to stir up trouble.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is going to be the key to resolving this conflict. Let's hope the Children of Echoes have some info on him.
Let's hope.
Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
Everyone departs, leaving only Chimpu and Koya. Yeah, I don't think Koya's gonna relax. If you're worried, go ahead and follow her. Don't worry about me. Mom can take care of herself. Got it.
So Alpa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down? Just ask around until we find him?
No, because he might catch wind.
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is...
Shilonen?
Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Yep.
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
And since she's like a good friend. Seems like you two both love climbing trees. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, since she's like a friend and an ally, she won't say anything. She'll keep it hush-hush until we find them.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop for a nap.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So, you've come all this way and interrupted my precious nap time. Might I inquire as to, why?
She seems tilted to be woken up.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name T'Pol mean anything to you? He's a craftsman, apparently.
Huh. To Paul. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's Puma's child.
Is he in the tribe right now?
Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you looking for him?
It's a long story. We try to explain what happened simply and briefly.
Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like no more rest for me today.
Nope.
Pulled it off? You mean he's tried making something like this before?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the Flower Feather clan.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
Jesus, so Shalonen made the crazy-ass gun Chasca flies?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive.
Jesus.
I never really kept up with him after that. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area and don't interact with other people much. Which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. Your best bet is to chat to his direct family.
Do we know where that is?
Go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I won't be long.
Oh, so we do know where they are. Okay, great. Go to Shalonen's workshop. Well, we will go to her workshop in the next episode. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I like Chasca a lot. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, let's just... Look, if you don't answer my questions, I will just murder you in-game. That's great. Anyway, until the next part. Later.